Why I'm into this conservation project is I saw the need and the overhunting of the species. Here is a delicacy to overhunt, to eat the female iguanas that do tend to carry eggs. Her flesh is considered to be a aphrodisiac for some cultures, but it can be vice versa. People just eat them. The need for getting a resource of food, and we understand that. So what we have to do is educate them first.
My name is Eddie Estrada. I'm the guy that is in charge of the Green Iguana Conservation Project. I started working there about 7 years ago, and now I'm still there. Okay, it's a really cool project, which we are protecting green iguanas, we're rehabbing green iguanas, and basically we're trying to educate as much people as we could about the importance of the green iguanas because they're highly threatened here in Belize. We usually collect iguanas from the river banks and take them and incubate them, but this year we allowed them to mate. This year we are trying to produce our own eggs. Okay, so if it works, we'll do it yearly. If it doesn't work, we'll do what we usually do. We collect eggs by the river banks and incubate them properly. Okay, depending on the size of the iguana, some of them would lay from 10 up to 30, some of them can lay from 50 up to 80. Okay, eggs. Some of the eggs will spoil, but we could say that about 10% of what hatch, or the rest that hatch, it's about 10% that will survive. So meaning that if the iguana laid about 50 eggs, maybe about 5% of the eggs spoiled, and 35 basically hatched. From the 35, we would say that it's just about 5% that will make it, because they have a lot of natural predators. Okay, they have different snakes, different birds of prey, crocodiles eat more the bigger ones, tyras, wildcats. There's other species of iguanas that eat the babies as well. They have a lot of natural predators. Now, in our project, it's about, we could say, 60% that will make it.
From all the projects that we implemented, this is the one that's lasted the most. And one of the reasons why is because they've run it like a business. It never got international funding. They made it sustainable. And even now makes money where they give out scholarships for education. So, they was more of it was sustainable development. Yeah. It wasn't just a project that will last as long as the funding is around. This is sustainable.
Yeah, it's sustainable. It sustains itself.
And this conservation needs to be sustainable. It's in this world we live in. For environmental education as well, sometimes you need to supplement. There's not much in the schools, and the children will come here and learn about the green iguana. And the green iguana is like a tool to teach about conservation, and the importance of the iguana in the ecosystem. So it's really it's very important for environmental education for especially young children. This project was always, Miriam always wanted to teach the little ones.
And I believe that one of the only ways that you can really be successful is educating. It's very difficult, and through the years of having the project, we've had many adults come through, and Belizean adults as well as children, and you can explain to children a lot better what you want, especially a subject of eating iguanas, which is really traditionally a cultural thing, so to speak. Children will understand that change needs to happen. Sometimes adults don't, and so we felt that that was the audience, apart from our tourists and our visitors, that we really wanted to capture.
Seeing the need for conservation and thinking back, in the days we were a part of the culture that does tend to eat them. But growing up, it's a little bit difficult for you to get the knowledge, since there's not a huge amount of educational program that provides the knowledge. And this being an educational program drive me more to be a part of it, so I could educate the younger generations. Because like myself, a huge amount of students do tend to come here and say the same thing: "Sir, I ate iguanas." Yes, and that's why we're here, to educate you, so you get aware of what their purpose is and how to protect these guys, since the project is here to do that, and that's its sole purpose.
Green iguanas are endangered species. They are becoming threatened. Remember that the ones that are hunted are the females. So they hunt the females because of the eggs, which are considered a big delicacy. Okay, so that's a big problem. And hunting a female, which carries from 50 up to 80 eggs, the population goes down. So that's a big problem.
When I would approach him, I'm like, "Hi, how are you?" Would start talk to them, get pretty friendly, and then start to like educate them. First, find facts why they're doing it. What's the purpose behind it? Is it financial reasons? Is it for fun? Is it traditional? And then go from there. Educate them. Look, these guys belong in the wild, and try to convince them to release that iguana back into the wild, or handing it over so we can take good care of it. Meaning, if the iguana is injured, which in most cases they injure them pretty badly, we rehabilitate that iguana, place it back into the wild. If it's an iguana that's badly injured, laceration, then we would take them to Dr. Isabel.
Hi, so my name is Dr. Isabel Paquet-Durand. I was born and raised in Germany, but I've been living in Belize for 10 years. I'm a wildlife veterinarian by profession. I started the Belize Wildlife Conservation Network here in 2009, and the Green Iguana Project was very supportive of that. Same when we started finally fundraising and talking about the clinic. The Green Iguana Project has been extremely supportive throughout. Basically how these maintenance checkups work is all the iguanas get captured. And they each individually are checked over from head to toe, mouth to bottom end, and then scrubbed all over and basically inspected to see if they have any sort of ectoparasites, any sort of injuries or wounds, lesions in the mouth, and then they get their bath, and then they're let off again. That was a juvenile paralyzed iguana that couldn't move his hind limbs and had a broken back. And he stayed with us for about 4 weeks, and then we returned him walking. They have amazing capabilities of healing, unlike domestic or humans, where you can see a spinal displacement literally like this, and it can grow back together. What's our ultimate goal? Our ultimate goal is to support sustainable development and attempt to find a balance between humans and the environment, where humans can live happily without destroying everything.
Education, that's really important. We try to educate as much people, especially school kids, okay, locals and international people, as we get people from all over.
And a lot of these little ones that come here, they grow up with the interest of working in natural resource management, which we saw that there is, a benefit, a long-term benefit. And these guys too, a lot of people come out of, they play, it's an important job these guys have too with environmental education, especially locally, for local children.
In looking back at what started out being our original goals and aims of the program, it really was a dream. And who would have thought that after 17 years we would still be here, that we actually have a success rate of not only releasing iguanas and having people from all over the world visit our little program, but also I believe a big success in actually breeding in captivity, which was not one of our goals, but it ended up happening, and we tried it, and then we just let nature take its course. And so I want to just say thank you to everybody who has supported us, from all the volunteers, for people who encouraged us to do it, that the staff members, Eddie, Bert, and all of those in the past that have worked with the project for keeping hanging in there with us as we made mistakes and as we came through, but mostly to thank everybody that is taking something back from it and using it, taking the education and what we're trying to do with the program and being so passionate about it with us. It's wonderful to see. We've captured so many wonderful moments and memories and experiences with children, and in schools, whatever the program can do for education, for conservation, I think we're doing that. We're proud of it, but it wouldn't be as successful without the support of those who come and adopt iguanas and actually support us on the tours. So we encourage that. We look for some years of some more new things that we can do with the program, to do some more research, and also to enhance and make it even better for San Ignacio Resort Hotel and for Belize.